Right guys, this video has been a long time coming in my opinion, and I'm down in the underground car park of my apartment building here because it's freezing. Recently the temperature has really dropped here in Korea, and this seemed to be the best place to do it. Anyway, this is the Caad12 that I have owned for almost 8 years now. Seven and a few months, 7.5 maybe, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it's been a long time. And if you remember from my last video, I explained to you that I'd crashed this bike probably about 18 months ago. Yeah, it was June anyway, June 2022 I crashed this, and I broke my collarbone and did all sorts of damage to myself. And the bike was in a bit of a mess. I'll put a picture up for you to see what the bike was like after the crash. I don't think it was a huge amount, but at that time I was not able to do anything, obviously, because of my collarbone. I wasn't even thinking about riding, repairing anything, or doing anything. And yeah, it just sat around for a long time. But my tone, I hope, is different now. I feel really good about it, and I've done a short 64-kilometer ride on it so far. But that was with the old tires on it. I had some Veloflex Corsa tires, and they were a 25mm, and they were black. And then I remembered I had these Vittoria Corsa, which were still quite new. I'd only done 1,000 kilometers on these, but they're a bit dirty. But I've managed to clean the sidewalls up, and they look as good as new, I think, anyway. And it really lifts the bike. You know, the Caad12 really lifted by that. And so, yeah, I think the overall look of the bike now is really nice, and that is all part of it, isn't it? You've got to be happy with the way the bike looks, otherwise you're not going to want to ride it. That's my opinion. Anyway, let me show you. There is minimal damage now on the levers. I sanded down the lever body with some 600 grit, you know, with water, obviously. And it's come up as good as I can get it. It's really smooth. Before it was all scratched and damaged. I put a new lever hood on as well. New tape, Kinesis, I think it is, from the UK. And this is their reflective tape. Really grippy. I really like the feel of it. You feel like confident in the grip just by touching it. And they also do a different colored one, which is black with blue and pink, not blue and pink, pink and white, sorry. And I have that on my gravel bike, and I'm really impressed with that tape. So I would recommend it to anybody who is looking to put new bar tape on their bikes. So yeah, new tape, new hood, you know, sanded down the shifter, new bars, Data 0-100 bars, very light aluminium bars. Love them. I love the contour of them and everything, and they are good for me. They're a good fit for me. That's what I want to say. So as I said, just about everything on here, or at least I think I said, is Dura-Ace. Just about everything. The tires are Vittoria Corsa 28s, as I said, and the wheels, let me show you, they are Scribe carbon wheels, 50mm. I bought these a couple of years ago. I've hardly had a chance to use them before the crash. Maybe 1,000 kilometers I put on them before the crash. I really, really like these wheels, but wow, they are loud. Right guys, let me give you a free hub sound check, and I just want to warn you that they are pretty fierce, these wheels. So yeah, they are loud. I think they're loud anyway. They're the loudest wheels I've ever owned. And I know they frighten people if I come up behind them while they're walking, or other cyclists get a bit of a jump or shock when you come up behind. In my opinion, if you don't like loud free hubs, these are wheels that you need to avoid. So yeah, really over the moon to have the bike back. The saddle is a Repente Quasar saddle. I don't know, I think I told you about this last time. I think the frame and everything is in pretty good condition considering its age. I've tried to look after it, and I'm happy with it. Again, Dura-Race on the back brake. And the gearing here, again, Dura-Race rear derailleur, 11/28 rear cassette, and then a 105 crankset, and that is a 5236 on the front. And I find that gearing is good for me. I like small jumps between, gears. I don't like these big, crazy jumps that you get now. On some systems anyway, one by I'm thinking of, and I have one by, and I like one by. I'm not saying anything negative about it, but I don't like the jumps on it. So for example, on my Revolt I have SRAM Rival Axis, the Explore group set, and the jumps on that are just enormous. I'm trying to cope with it, but it's very difficult. So on a two, I feel much happier, and I like, the small incremental jumps on a 2x system. And so for me, 5236 and 11/28 is the perfect combination. I know for others they might like a 5034, but for me this is enough for me. I guess I'm a grinder rather than a spinner. So yeah, that's a quick look at the bike now. And I'm hoping there's no more crashes, and I've got the opportunity to enjoy this bike for a long time. Data top cap as well. Don't know if you can see that, at Cannondale stem. 100mm. I'm getting on in years now, and at 55 I don't want anything over 100. It's already, I feel like I'm quite stretched out on this, but I don't want to have anything shorter. I think that's just perfect for me, 100 mil. So yeah, a couple of new spacers and that, and the top cap. And I think that's it generally. The bike bottle is an elite bike bottle. Very squeezable, very soft material, very soft plastic, very pliable. And really, I like the way the water comes out of this. You pull the whole thing up. You think it might be just the top bit, but the whole thing lifts up. And the amount of water that comes out is incredible, and really good if you're thirsty. I hate these bottles where you've got to squeeze, trying to just get in little bits out. That is rapid, it flows out. So I'd recommend those as well. So yeah, overall, I'm over the moon to see this thing back on the road. Really loving it. I hope the sound is okay here. I can hear a bit of an echo, and hopefully the lighting is okay, because it is quite dark down here, but like I say, it's freezing outside at the moment, so I wanted to do it here. I've just been taking some photos as well, for the actual YouTube, what would you call it? Thumbnail, that's it. Yeah, something that comes with age. You forget everything, can't think of anything. So yeah, guys. Here she is, and I'm just, I hope you can tell that there's a difference in my tone, my mood, and everything like that. Because I am just over the moon with this and really looking forward to it. Anyway, I don't want to keep boring you with my feelings and details, you know, things that you don't really need to know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'd just like to say that. Thanks for your continued support and, you know, always watching my drivel. But if you get a chance to get a Caad12, I think you should buy it. If you're ever, you know, wanting to get a cheap road bike, because I think they are cheap now. Obviously, some are going to be more expensive than others depending on what equipment's on it, but they are a cracking bike, really. And that is not a pun in any way, like crack and fail Cannondale. They are really good bikes. The only thing I hated about this bike for years was the BB30A on it. Really terrible system, and it looks like Cannondale have dropped that anyway, so that's a good thing. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you again. Bye for now.